Hey y'all, it's 7:30 on a Monday night, and you got your girl here, Chelsea Nicole, for another installment of Facts Only. How y'all doing? I missed y'all. It was just Friday, and here y'all again, here to see me talk about stuff. But no, seriously, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and seeing what's good for another installment. Last week, Friday, we were on here talking about insecurities, with men and women, whether that be in relationships, whether that be how you feel about yourself, things along those lines. So we had a lot going on. We also introduced another segment to the show, the Woman of the Week. Shout outs to Anita Simone, the hairstylist and makeup artist. We shouted her out. If you go check out the video for last week, you'll see the link to her Facebook account, Anita Simone. And then Friday, we'll have another Woman of the Week or Wow Factor for y'all to check out. So be on the lookout for that. A lot of people had some great points about insecurities. Had a Dear Chelsea entry where my coworker was talking about these females at her husband's job who won't leave her man alone. And we just kind of went through the motions on that one as well. So again, thank y'all for everybody who tuned in last week, Friday, and for everybody who's joining me today. Because you know how Facts Only is, coming straight with the facts, no alternatives, just talking that real junk all day, every day, or just on Mondays and Fridays at 7:30. But you know what I mean. So, yeah. I want to talk about something very, I wouldn't say different. It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same old topic a lot of people like to talk about. I want to talk about like love within the Black community and just the Black community as a whole. Like there's a lot of different topics and subtopics that I want to touch on. So it's under a large umbrella tonight. So y'all know, share the video, add your comments, say what you got to say, ask your questions or whatever, and we'll push on through. First, my best friend said that there's a new show on OWN, and that's the Oprah Winfrey Network for some of y'all who ain't got no cable. The OWN network has this show called Black Love. And she was just saying that it's a really good and inspiring show. A lot of Black couples are on there and they're talking about, their relationships, the good, the bad, the ugly, how they got through it, and just giving other Black couples hope for, Black love. Because a lot of people in the Black community don't think that they'll ever be able to find love with another Black person. Mm-hmm. Thank you for liking my curls. Hello, everybody who is joining in. We're going to talk about, Black love and other things. And again, I don't want anybody to be offended that I'm talking about Black love. I'm all for interracial love. Love who you love. Love is love. God is love. So if you can find it in your heart to love somebody more than, life itself, do you, whoever that person is, whatever that person looks like, there is somebody out there for everybody. So I'm not saying a Black man can't love a white woman and vice versa. I'm not saying Puerto Ricans can't love black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of that. I'm just saying, don't think that you have to find love in another race because you can't yourself love your own race. Like that's just the only type of interracial relationship that I won't support. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of Black men who are like, I can't be with a Black woman because, they're too ghetto, they're too confrontational, they're too they're too, I don't know, argumentative or whatever the case may be. They got too much attitude, this, that, and the third. Like, Black women are crazy. What? All women are crazy. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. All women are crazy if pushed to that crazy limit. And y'all got something in y'all genes, in y'all bloodline as men, something going on in that Y chromosome where y'all know how to get under a woman's skin. So whether she's black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever the case may be, a man is going to drive her crazy. He has that ability to drive his woman crazy. So I don't want y'all to feel like black women are the only women on the planet that's crazy. We might be crazier in some instances, because I want to say Puerto Rican women might be a little bit crazier than we are, just a little bit, if we're going to do a comparison. But since we not, I'm just going to say that all women are crazy in their own ways, especially if they care about a man. I think that's fair. No, y'all don't think that's fair? I feel like all women can be crazy over the man that they care for, over the man that they love, over the man that they're putting time, effort, love, emotions into. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's fair. Why wouldn't you be? Like, come on. But there's a lot of black men who are like, black women don't like me, and I can't get down with a black woman, she don't understand me, this and the third. And it's just like, what? Like, who can understand a black man better than a black woman? Like, who can understand what a black man is going through better than a black woman? And not to say that a white woman could never understand like how her man's feeling or whatever the case may be, because if you love somebody, you better be able to understand what he's going through, and you better be able to support him mentally, physically, and emotionally. But who understands and sees it firsthand better than a black woman? And Jordan, ain't nobody playing with you in that Trump understands me nonsense. Trump don't understand nothing about you. So, jokes is jokes, and that's straight. You think that's funny and whatever, but I'm gonna just sip my holy water and let y'all rock. Anyway, yeah, I mean, black men don't have faith in like the black women, because now it's come to the point where black women are turning away from their black men as well. And again, not saying you cannot date people outside of your race. Not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, when you're turning away from your race for negative reasons, rather than, I found somebody of a different race who I am in love with, and this, then the third, like, you just dating outside of your race simply because of a negative experience. That's something I just don't get. Like, it's fair. I get it. Like, I get it, but I don't at the same time. I don't feel like you need to hate the black community. I don't think you need to hate your black woman just because, you seen something happen on TV with black women, or the one black girl you dated cheated on you, or silly things like that aren't a reason to kind of do away with black love. And a lot of y'all hate yourselves, which is why you can't love somebody who looks like you, or looks like your mother, or looks like your father, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all trying to run from something that you can't really run from. Like, y'all can't escape your melanin, unfortunately. You know what I mean? And that's not even unfortunate. It's just like, you better wear that proudly. This is not a race bashing episode at all. I just feel like the black community needs a little bit more love within itself before they seek love from other races and love from other people. Like, y'all swear up and down that y'all hate when white people call y'all niggas, but then when something happens like a hurricane or a storm, y'all niggas is out there looting the damn stores. Like, that's another thing. Like, Y'all don't want to be called niggas, but love to be outside acting like a motherfucking nigga. Like, and I don't mean to curse, so that's why I kind of edited that. But it's facts. Like, how? How? How is it okay for you to act like a nigga, but for somebody not to call you a nigga? How? Like, you you set up that depiction of yourself. Like, that is what you labeled yourself to be by your actions and what you do and what you say and, you know, who you bring around you and how you move. So if you out here acting like a nigga, why is it wrong for somebody to call you a nigga? Me personally, you don't gotta call me nothing. You could just call me by my name. I hate it when people call me outside my name, unless you have a specific nickname for me that I've already reviewed and, you know, approved. Don't call me outside my name. Just don't. Just don't. Like, I'd appreciate that more than anything. Don't call me outside my name. But I'm gonna always act like Chelsea so that you know to call me Chelsea. Like, not gonna be anybody else. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be out in the world acting like a bitch so that somebody can call me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's a different conversation, I suppose. But um, yeah, the black people don't love themselves, but are on constant, like, they're on the prowl looking for love from other people. They want so much kudos and props for all of anything involved with black culture, from our hair to our music to, you know, our style of dress, anything. Like, y'all want praise and kudos from people y'all swear y'all don't want anything from. I don't want nothing from the white people, and I don't need reparations, and I don't need this, and I don't need that. But y'all out here begging for attention from these people. Y'all either want to be free or y'all want to be slaves. Like, pick one. Can't be both. Like, you legit cannot be both. Like, it does not work that way, unfortunately. Like, hey, I really need to stop breaking each other down and trying to kind of. I'm sorry, y'all. I got like eyelashes in my eye. They're mad long, so if I keep rubbing my eyes, because there's an eyelash in it. But y'all keep trying to like break down people of your own race for all the wrong reasons. Like, y'all in competition with people of your own race. Thank you, Naish. Thanks. My hair popping. Thanks. Facts. Jordan says, I personally just don't like some of the women in my family. Dealing with that has turned me off throughout time. More open now to black women than before. I guess due to just growing up, it's just all in how I vibe with the attitude. And that's facts. That's what I'm saying. That's facts. Our families give us a lot of how we on our outlook on people outside of our families, basically. So if the black women in your family act a certain way, you kind of be like, you know what, I got these black women in my family who act like this, so I feel like that's how black women must act. Like, that is the example that they set for you. That's the picture that they painted of the black woman for you, and you just don't vibe with that. Like, you don't get along with that, and that's perfectly fine. But not all black women are the same. Not all black women came up the same. Not all black women are in the same, you know, communities, societies, nations, cultures, whatever the case may be. Like, not all black women are the same. And just like how black women need to realize that not all black men are the same. Not all black men are from down south or from New York or hood or a thug or a jailbird, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, not all black men are the same. Not all black women are the same. We really just have to take people as they are. Like, not just like their race isn't going to determine how good of a person they are. Period. Period. there are Puerto Rican women who I've seen who have done their dudes dirty, whether that dude was also Puerto Rican or if that dude was black. I've seen white girls do their dudes filthy, whether that dude was white or whether that dude was black or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people, it's not behind their race. Most of the time it is behind their upbringing, their culture, what they've seen, what they've experienced, but it doesn't always have to relate back to their race. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really unfair, and I feel like we just do that a lot, like too much, where we can't give people a chance because, oh, I've never dated a white dude before. I don't know if a white dude can handle me. What? Like, what is there to handle? You probably get an attitude like most girls do. He's probably annoying like most men are. Like, come on. We're human beings. Let's get our lives together. It's really not that deep. Thank you, thank you. I do have a beautiful smile. I appreciate that. Sade, hey Sade. Sade says, I remember I told a fellow black friend that they were acting like a nigga and they got offended because not only did I say the truth, but because it's viewed as a negative thing, being that he was being ratchet. Then claim there's nothing wrong with being ratchet. So I'm glad you touched upon this. Don't act like a nigga if you don't want to be called out on it. Facts, like facts only. Like, how? How? Because the thing about it is, I'm all right. So here's my little disclaimer. I personally love the word nigga. Like, it's not even that I love the word, but I really do use it as a term of endearment. Like, it just comes out of my mouth second nature style. Like, call up my best friend nigga. Like, guess what? My nigga. Like, that's really how I talk. And it's not because I'm calling anybody ignorant or ratchet or ghetto or none of that. It's just, you know what? Not even having a reason for it is probably a bad thing, but it just flows for me. And I don't mean it in no way. And I've called white people nigga. I've called Asian people nigga. I've called Spanish people nigga. I've called black people nigga. I've called my little brother nigga. Like, little sisters nigga. Like, that's my nigga. Or little nigga. Or just stuff like that. And it's probably not the best thing to do. And I understand that. But I'm me, and a lot of it is what my intentions are. So when you're calling me a nigga, what are your intentions? Am I really being like a nigga? Like Sade was saying, her friend was being ratchet, so he's like, yo, you acting like a nigga. That's one way to do that. And if I am acting like a nigga, then that would be a warning sign for me to chill in whatever instance we in or whatever scenario or situation we were in. Or like, if you're calling me my nigga, oh, I'm your nigga, what up? Like, we cool. So it just goes a bunch of different ways. And I feel like the origin is really what people have more of an issue with. But a lot of people feel like the word nigga came from a good place and then white people turned it into a bad place. And now we are hanging on to the negative of the whole thing. I'm not saying white people as in like all white people, but I'm saying like, back in the days when calling us nigger, Nigger, was awful. A lot of people feel like there's no difference between ER, AH, UH, whatever, however y'all spelling it. But, people could call me worse things. They really could call me worse things. If a white person called me nigger, I don't know how I'd feel about it. I guess it would depend on the context. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like it would depend on the context because we're so hung up on such minimal things, like things that are so minute. Like, come on, bro. The worst thing somebody could do. Thanks, Tati. You know when you twist out, popping or whatever. Thanks, y'all. Y'all really feeling my hair. I appreciate y'all. I really do. But when you're just so worried on the wrong things. Sade, yes, girl. The context really does matter. Like, I want to know what was going on around that word there. Like, how was you using that word? Like, what was your intentions when you said the word nigga? Like, were you trying to hurt me? Were you trying to get a rise out of me? Were you saying it funny? Was we joking? Was we playing what? Cause me, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And I know a lot of y'all, pro black folk are gonna be mad at me, but I'm not for all that, what history was behind it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care what history was behind the word nigger. I really don't. I'm sorry. Because these people are still out here, low-key segregating us, low-key disrespecting us, low-key discriminating against us without even having to call us nigga, without even having to do the colored bathrooms and colored water fountains and coloreds sit in the back and coloreds can't eat up front at the diner or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to call us a name in order to kind of put us in those types of places. So somebody calling me a nigga, oh, okay. Oh, all right. You ain't say nothing about my mama? All right, cool. We good. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. There's so many ignorant people on this planet, and if the worst thing that you could ever think to do to me is call me a nigger, then it's progress in this world. Brothers still out here getting lynched on the low. People's out here kidnapping young black children and harvesting their organs and whatnot. I'm worried about my diabetes and my high cholesterol. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Facts. Yes, girl. Facts only, Sade. This must be a Gemini thing because ever on the same page whenever I watch Facts Only. Yes. No, you don't gotta shut up, girl. Talk to me. That's what I want you to do. Talk to me. I'm here. We are here to discuss all this stuff because it's like, a lot of times we have a lot of this on our minds, but we don't say it because we feel like we're going to offend people or people are going to take it the wrong way or they're not going to understand what we're getting at. And the communication part of it plays a large role. So just because you don't agree with somebody doesn't mean that person doesn't have the right to express how they're feeling. That doesn't mean you can't tell that person that you disagree either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell people you disagree with them. Like, that's perfectly fine. We're not always going to agree on everything. What kind of boring world do y'all expect this to be that everybody is agreeing about everything? Like, no. Black women don't always agree on the same things. White women don't always agree on the same things. Black men don't always agree on the same things. White men don't agree on the same things. Puerto Ricans, Latinos, Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, Thai, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and all of those are different people. Like, not all Asians are Chinese, not all Asians are Japanese. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all Latinos are Puerto Rican, not all Latinos are Mexican. Come on, like, get y'all stuff together. Seriously, get y'all stuff together. Like, people are going to be people, and they have their preferences, which people are allowed to have. White people can't have their own preferences. White people can't have a choice or a type. Come on. Hey, Tati girl. Tati says, people give them power by continuing to get mad at them for using that word. If you aren't moved by it, hurt by it, then it takes away their power to hurt you with that word. Yes, girl. Unbothered as hell. You think I'm going to go home running and crying because somebody called me a nigga? No, because I probably called them a nigga last week. Like, come on. Like, come on. So much other things to be concerned about, to lose sleep over. I mean, I'm not going to lose no sleep because y'all know I love my sleeps, but it's just like, what? How? Like, for what? You getting mad over a word they used to hurt you years ago. Not even years. Like, not even years in like a little bit of years. Like, good couple. Good few. Like, let's get it together. Let's really just get it together, because how are we ever gonna show growth if we still acting butthurt about stuff that we really can't change? How much power does how much power do the white people have, or the racist white people? Maybe that's what I should refer to them as, because it's not all white people. How much power do the white people have when they're at home calling us nigger, or those niggers, or whatever the case may be, and we're out here saying nigger too? So it's like, ha, what is you saying? Like, what is you saying to really hurt us? How is that degrading to us at this point, in this point in time? Like, y'all going all the way back with Littlefoot and the land before time. Y'all not even talking about what's going on now. Like, what's really good now? Racist white people, I am not my ancestors. Like, I really am not. Not them. Not saying it, like, it was obviously different times, so the things that we say we would do now, it was just not thought of then. And that's fair. But we talking about now. Y'all can't keep being hurt about being called nigger now. I'm gonna just put that out there. Somebody who's living back in those times, maybe you can't use that word with them, because it's still hurt and it was there. It's a touchy subject or whatever, and that's understandable. I get that. I respect that. But see, me in this new day, modern age or whatever, y'all not gonna hurt me by calling me nigga. That's just not built Ford tough out here. Like, it's just not. That will not phase me. And it shouldn't phase y'all. Like, seriously, like, we're so much bigger than that at this point. For them to really, if y'all haven't seen the movie Get Out, I'm gonna need y'all to get on that. I'm gonna need y'all to really get on that, because that is important. That is really important. Like, people don't even understand. They really just don't even understand how, like, our features are coveted. And that's not even, all right. So again, I'm not trying to bash other races. I'm not trying to make it seem like Black people are superior or whatever the case may be, but we're just as strong, if not stronger, than a lot of other races. In the, I'm trying to say it without being offensive. So if I'm being offensive, let me know, y'all. Just in the sense that, we've obviously been through a lot. Come on. Like, obviously been through a lot as a race. Nah, I saw it. That movie is an eye opener. Stay woke. No, facts. Facts. Facts only. Like, Get Out was a really good movie. It had like little parts of comedy in there, thrown in there to kind of lighten the mood, but it was a really good movie. Like, they expect, okay, so racist white folk and like people in the industry, they expect Black people to be actors, comedians, and athletes. Like, things to look at, things to entertain, things to be used for entertainment. Like, let's look at this Black woman and her womanly features, the curves, the melanin. Look at her tan skin. Look at her versatile hair. Like, but Black people within the Black community with all of those features and all of those things. Oh, you're too dark. Oh, your hair is too coarse. Your hair is too curly. Your lips is too big. You know how many people tell me some stuff about my lips? I be like, yo, what? Like, what? Oh, your lips, they're so wonderful. Oh, your lips are so nice. I'm like, yo, cocoa butter works wonders. Vaseline, like chapstick. And I'm thinking it's just how smooth they look. Like, nah, they look full. They look nice. I don't know. Dudes kind of helped me out. Was good with the whole lip thing. But, things that they used to make fun of us about are all the things that they want on themselves. These white women are out here tanning their bodies something fierce. Shoot, the president out here tanning his body something fierce to be that awful orange color. Like, we don't even have to do that. Like, literally waking up like this every day, tan and loving it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to touch your hair. Oh, your hair feels so cool. Your hair is so fun. Your hair is so curly. How do you get your hair to do that? My hair is so flat. It's so straight. It's so bland. It doesn't have any volume. Like, they getting lip injections. They getting all the collagen. They getting all the Botox because they say black don't crack. Like, for all of them to show us that type of attention, to try to imitate what we do naturally, and y'all still don't think that y'all are fire? For real. Like, y'all don't think y'all fire? I'm fire as a young Black queen. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty dope. But it's not even about how I look or nothing. It's just that pride that I have in my own skin, like in my own Black beauty. My Black is beautiful. And I only say my Black is beautiful because I'm Black. Because if I was white, my white would be beautiful too, ho. Like, what you mean? Like, that self-love is very important. And I feel like that lesson was lost for a lot of young Black people. Young Black men too. Why? I don't know. I'm gonna get back to it, but you know how me and my brain work. If the thought is not complete, I'm not gonna share it with y'all. So, um, I don't know. Tati says, I get asked by white people if my hair is real. Like, you think y'all the only ones who can have naturally long hair? No, for real. And then when we get weave, they always ask us about the weave too. And it's just like, I don't need the weave. Obviously, edges on fleek. But it's like, if I want to do something different with my hair, I should be able to do that, because in this day and age, there are white women out here with long extensions in their junk too. They out here switching up their hairstyles. They out here wearing wigs. Like, y'all always gotta call out a sister for wearing a wig or having some extensions or putting in some braids or whatever the case may be. But white women out here with their protective hairstyles too. I mean, I don't have to wash my hair every single day because of any oily buildup or nothing like that. But the different things that I do to my hair, y'all do different things to y'all hair too. White people get perms, but you see how our perms do a reverse of the curl? Their perms do a reverse of the straight. They're trying to get their hair curly. The natural kink, bro. Like, come on. And it's fine. Like, do what makes you happy. Do what you want to do. You want your hair to be curly? Curl it up. If you want your hair to be straight? Straighten it out. Like, that's your business. Why does it matter why you're doing it, besides the fact that you want to do it? But don't be out here doing it because you think that you need to do it to be beautiful. Ugh. Like, no, seriously. And then, like, in a lot of West Indian cultures, it's like they bleaching. And it's so sad. It's so sad. Like, Who told you that you needed to take the black out of your skin? That beautiful pigment, that beautiful melanin in your skin, enriched and baked by the vitamin D and all that other stuff, like in the beautiful sun rays. Like, why? Why do you feel the need to remove the beauty from your skin? Like, that makes me so sad. My sister is darker than me by a couple shades. She's not like pitch black or nothing, but she's darker than me. Shout out to my baby sister Brooke. And my mother was like, yo, I was so happy to finally get a chocolate baby with a big old afro on her head. Like, be happy that you're black and beautiful. And again, not bashing any of my non-black followers, friends, people out there, because I love all of y'all just the same. But black people don't love their blackness, and that's why it's looked at so negatively, and that's why other black people can talk about it so negatively and talk about other black people in the black community so negatively, because we don't love ourselves, and it's hard to love somebody who looks like us if we don't even like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes any sense. So again, I tell y'all this every show, like, it always boils back down to self-love. If you don't love yourself in the skin that you're in, it's going to be damn near impossible to love anybody else, for that matter, especially somebody who looks like you, or who reminds you of yourself, or that family member who pissed you off, or that auntie that just gets on your nerves, or that uncle who is just so ignorant, or you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason for the season always, but it's all right. It's all right. Auntie Mish Mish. She says, Chelsea, you come from the Maroon tribe. Gorgeous, and we take no ish. Yes, girl. Yes, hunty. That's where we from. That's what we repping. And it's just like, love yourself. Love where you come from. Love what you look like. And a lot of y'all be like, oh, you know what? I want to be married to a white, Latino, Spanish, Italian, whatever, because I want to have beautiful mixed babies or whatever. And it's like, even back in the day, when you were a mixed child, if you were even a slither of black, you were still black. Your child is still black. Your child is still black. So all that hate you spewing out for the black man or for the black woman, and then you laying with the next race thinking that your child is not going to be black. Your child is black. You're black. Your child is part of you. And they will be part black because you're black. Like, come on. Stop being stupid. And it's like, are you going to teach your child to hate the black side of themselves? Like, is that the level we're really on? I love ice. I'm sorry. Piece of ice. I caught the piece of ice. But, like, is that really the message that you're going to teach your children, is how to hate themselves instead of love themselves? Like, come on. That's sad. For what? There is strength in self-love. Like, I feel like the more we love ourselves and the more that we learn to love ourselves and the things about us and how we look and everything, like, once you start feeling better about yourself, it's easier for you to go out and love another person, whether that person is a black person like you, or if they're Spanish, or if they're Italian, or if they're Polish, or if they're Russian, or whatever the case may be. Love who you're going to love. I'm not telling you who you are to love, but you are to love yourself. You are most definitely to love yourself first and foremost before you step out anywhere into anybody's world, race, culture, anything like that. You need to love you first. You really do. It doesn't get much simpler than that. Like, as long as my child looks like me and their father, I'm good to go. Like, I'm good to go. But that child will be made out of love. The fact that I love their father loved me, we lay together in love and hopefully holy matrimony at some point. Like, we lay together in love to create that child. Now I'm going to teach that child how to love themselves, whether their hair is big, poofy, and curly like their mother's, or their nose. I mean, I'm pretty sure my husband's nose is going to be just as big as mine, but if the child's nose comes out to look like mine, or whatever the case may be, I want them to love that about themselves. I don't want my child to feel like their race is a reason for them not to love themselves or not to feel beautiful or not to feel like they're worth something. Have y'all ever seen these children do the doll test? That is so sad, yo. That makes me so upset to see. Like, it's so sad to see that children, all right, so they'll have the black children and they'll have white children. They'll have a black doll and a white doll. So they'll say which doll is beautiful. The black child and the white child will pick the white doll. They'll say which doll is ugly. The black child and the white child will choose the black doll. Then they'll ask the black child which doll looks like you. And the black child will choose the black doll. Like, you think that the black doll is ugly. And that's the doll that you think looks like you. So it's like, it's not tricking the child into thinking that black is ugly, but they're kind of tricked into thinking that the black doll is ugly. There's so many white dolls on the shelves. Like, there's so many white dolls, so many white Barbies and all that other stuff, and a lot. And in this day and age, they are changing that around where there's more ethnically diverse. There we go. Diverse is the word I was going for. Ethnically diverse dolls and things to play with for children growing up, where that wasn't always the case back in the day. So now they are doing that, having more black, Hispanic, Asian looking dolls and things like that. And even like the American Girl dolls, they have different types of dolls, like Native American dolls and stuff like that. So it's just so sad to see that little black girls identify being black or the black doll as being ugly. Like, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? And then, I don't know if you've seen this show. I think it's on ABC. It might be. It's called What Would You Do? And this babysitter, she's a fake babysitter, obviously. Like, she's an actor or she's an actress. And she's in the store. She's in the store and the little white girl wants a black doll. And she's in the store and she's telling the little girl, why don't you get this doll? Like, pointing her to a white doll. Why don't you get this doll? This doll looks more like you, blah, blah, blah. And the little white girl's like, no, but this doll is beautiful. I love this doll. I want this doll, referring to the black doll. And, like, people are around her watching and they're like, what? She's like, no, you should get this one. I don't really like that one. That one's ugly. It doesn't really look like you, blah, blah, blah. And, like, people are looking at her and they're like, some people would go up to the babysitter and be like, leave her alone. If that's the doll that she wants, leave her and let her get the doll that she wants. She likes that doll. I don't think you should try and persuade her to get anything else other than what she wants. She wanted the black doll. They told her to get her the black doll. Some people went over to that lady and tried to help convince the child to get the white doll. For what? For what? Oh, so my mother is posted under my sister's account. She says, growing up, you guys had 3 Barbies, all different shades. Get us different shade Barbies. Like, what you mean? Like, why? Why we gonna get this pale white Barbie? She don't look like me. I can relate to her and her and Skipper and her Malibu house and her little car, whatever. No, like I don't know nothing about that. I mean, granted, they had like long, ratchet Barbie weave hair, but I would take her skin being a little bit different just so that I could relate as a young child and just so I would know that a black Barbie is a beautiful Barbie too. But it's like these kids are already out here, little, small children who are playing with dolls. So that's that level of innocence. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how young they are growing up, feeling that their skin color is ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so sad. That's so sad. Anna says, I had white Barbies and popped the heads off because I didn't want those Barbies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happened in a lot of households. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's like, mm, a lot of those Barbies' heads went rolling because it's just like, you don't even look like me. Your nose isn't shaped like my nose. Your hair doesn't do what my hair does. You know what I'm saying? Like, your skin doesn't look like mine. I cannot relate. And when you can't even relate to the toys that are around you, the toys that you play with every day, it's hard to see yourself as beautiful if you're never portrayed in, any advertisements or any toys or whatever the case may be. And again, society is doing a little bit of a better job just fixing that and, having different, you know, ethnicities on the shelves and stuff like that. So kudos to y'all for doing what y'all should do anyways. But it's like, come on. Come on. Like, again, self-love is very, very important. And we have to teach each other how to love or each other. It starts with the youth. Like it starts with the children, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like what we go through, what we experience, what is learned behavior is what we grow up kind of spreading, you know what I'm saying? Or teaching to our family, our children, or whatever the case may be. So if you grew up in a family where being the darker one meant that you got picked on or that you were ugly or people considered you to be the ugly one, then yeah, you might grow up feeling like your skin is not the best shade or whatever. You might bleach. You might only look for partners who have paler skin, or you only mess with the light skins, you don't deal with dark skins or whatever the case may be. And it's just like all of that makes me sad. I just want y'all to love yourselves for who you are and what you look like, no matter what that would be. And again, I'm just gearing towards like the black community in that instance because they struggle with it a lot. And I feel like a lot of I don't want to use the word colored folk, but I don't know what else to say about that. Other ethnic, no, ethnic? I don't know. Like people of color. Does that work better? Not colored people, but people of color. Same thing. But I feel like they struggle with that more than white folk, I would say. That's harder. I mean, a lot of Asian folk don't really have to worry too much about like, skin pigmentation and, melanin and stuff of that nature. I don't think that many people struggle too much with that. Afro Hispanic folk, they do too, because a lot of Hispanics come out darker than me even, so it's like, okay. I know people just struggle with color in general, and they're always trying to take the color out. And I don't want y'all to take color out, man. Jesus Christ. Like, love the skin that you're in, y'all. Dark skins all day, y'all. Yeah, my sister All right, so I'm pretty much like the middle color, right? So I'm the medium brown or whatever. Brooke is darker, and then Alyssa, she was high yellow. Like, she was high yellow. And I remember our younger brother used to be like, "You're not our sister, you're white." Or, "If you're our sister, how come you white and everybody else is black?" She cried. She was dead ass upset. Like, what do you mean? Like, she didn't like being the lighter one. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. Like, for on one hand, it's bad to be the dark one. Not in our family. Like, it was never bad. Like, we all loved who we were. We all loved each other. So that's our family is probably not the best example to use. But in the fact that we were like different, all different shades, like in some cultures, it's best that you're the lighter one. It's best. I don't know if y'all heard of like the brown paper bag test, but if you were darker than a brown paper bag, like you weren't accepted type stuff. It's good for you to be the lighter colors, and then in others, it's bad for you to be the lighter color. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Just love what you look like. I don't know. Melanin, bro. Like, love your melanin. Whether you have a little bit, whether you have a lot of it, like just be happy you're alive, that you're here, that you're able, like, you have the ability to reproduce and create other beautiful people who look like you. Like, I mean, granted, the world is a little overpopulated, but it's just like, hey, people are born, people die. It's like, what are we gonna do? What exactly are we gonna do besides be in this world and love who we are? Like, black people gotta get it together. Stop searching for acceptance from other races when you barely accept the race that you are right now. Like, come on. And again, I'm not saying don't have interracial relationships. I could never say that. A lot of my family members are involved in interracial relationships. They're beautiful. Their children are beautiful. Interracial relationships that work and are not like with that underlining negative kind of vibe. Beautiful. Love is love. God is love. He wants y'all to love each other. Do you. Be happy. Love who loves you. Cool. Whatever. They not beating you. They not mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually abusing you. Love that person. That's very hard to find. But do not hate yourself so much, hate your people so much, hate your race so much that you think it's impossible for you to find anybody within your race. Like, I don't think that's true. I just don't think that's true. Do you have to be with somebody in your race? No. Like I said, love who you love. But don't say the reason why you're not with a black woman is because black women are blah 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 blah, negative 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 negative. Like, nah, I'm not trying to hear that. Reason I'm with white women is because they better than black women, blah blah blah. Nah, I'm not with all that. You're not gonna bash the black women. You're not gonna bash the black men. You're not gonna bash other races for whatever effed up situation you had in the past with that race. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it level, keep it fair, keep it cordial. Even, like, don't try to discourage other black men from loving black women just because something happened to you with your black woman or whatever, or you've never been able to hold down a black woman or whatever the case may be. Like, just come on. If anything, that's weak. And the same way that black women or black men give up on black women, that's what I'm seeing with black women and black men these days. Oh, I'm gonna deal with a white man because he gonna have good credit and he not gonna leave his kids and he not gonna... White men leave too. Like, what do you mean? White men get tired of stuff too. Like, people, these are human beings. who move like human beings. Like, white men are not a different species. They're just not. They're still human beings. They still think like men. They might move a little different depending on how they were raised and what their values are, what their education levels are. All of that plays a larger part in what type of man he is. It's a way bigger part than the race. Like, it's a lot bigger than his cult, like not his culture, but the race part of it all. So, y'all, we just gotta figure it out, really, because hey, everybody who's joining or who has joined, I appreciate y'all for coming through, checking out Facts Only. We're hitting up on the hour mark now, so I'm gonna start wrapping it up. Again, don't act like a nigga and then get mad when people call you a nigga. As far as love within the black community needs to love itself first before they seek love from other races and other communities. We have so much negative things to say about us. How do we expect other races or other people to have anything positive to say about us? Like, come on. It starts with you. It starts with self-love. And we have to do that as a whole. We have to do that within ourselves. We have to uplift each other. That's why a lot of things don't go well. That's why a lot of black people don't support other black people, because we're so busy acting like those crabs in a barrel instead of acting like a family, like acting like a village, raising each other up, uplifting each other, encouraging each other, letting each other know that your black is beautiful, no matter who addresses it or not, no matter who you love or not. Like I say every show, it starts with you. It's self-love. It's how you feel about you. It's how you view yourself and your race and your culture and your input to society, where you fit in as far as the grand scheme of things. And I feel like the more we love ourselves, the more we'll be able to love other people and make this world a better place. And that's what it's really all about. Because Jaja soon come, like I say all the time, too. He on his way for his world and his people. So, well, this is not his world. This is Satan's world. So if y'all want to stay here and do that, that's cool, whatever. But God is on his way. And he's waiting for y'all to wake up and realize that all you need is to love each other like he loves you. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. But if you're not loving yourself right, it's going to be really hard for you to love your neighbor right. So love yourself first. Seek God, love yourself first, then start, spreading the love to other people. And I feel like we'd be in a good place. So shout outs to y'all. Everybody who joins me every Monday and Friday, 7:30-ish for Facts Only. I appreciate the love, support, all the comments. Thanks to Sade, Brooke, my mom, Anastasia, Nash, Boise, just everybody. Tati, shout out to Tati always. She's a very loyal Facts Only watcher, so I appreciate her. Adrian, shout out to you. I know you were having trouble viewing tonight's episode, but I still appreciate everybody who came on here. Auntie Michelle, shout outs to Abraham. Hello, it's nice to meet you as well. Nye, shout outs to you. Just shout outs to all of y'all who love and support me. I appreciate it always, always, always. Black Girls Rock. Thank you, Tati. And also shout out to my bestie Christina for giving me an idea on tonight's topic. I appreciate all of you, the love, the support, and all that great stuff. So join me back here 7:30 on Friday for Facts Only. We'll be back. We'll have our next Woman of the Week. If you have any topics you want to do, Dear Chelsea, questions, comments, concerns, whatever the case may be, hit me up. I'm going to have the email in the comment area. You know how that goes. So Thank you again for joining. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your evening. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay safe out there. It's a crazy world or whatever. So, shout out to y'all. I'll see y'all on Friday. Have a good night, y'all.